And and I guess this is where I wouldn't say my military experience, it didn't, I wouldn't say it bit me in the back, but my supervisor in my sector, she definitely gave me, I wouldn't say like the hardest assignment, but the most remote out of everyone in my cohort. Now, if you were to see Gambia on a map, it's completely engulfed by Senegal. A small portion of it is touching the Atlantic coast, but then it kind of extends eastward into the continent and kind of like a strip. There's the River Gambia that bisects the country right down the middle. And so it's more or less a river with a little bit of land protruding from the north and south, extending eastward. So, and Banjul was on the Atlantic coast, of course. And then we were all just kind of scattered as we moved east. And I was the furthest one east from the capital. So I was the farthest away from, I'm not going to say like, well, quote unquote civilization, it's just, and that's also, and I was also the farthest one away from Peace Corps support as well too. And so since I was the farthest away, seldomly did I get very many visits from other volunteers just because logistically of what it took to get to me. So they felt like, I guess, giving that to me because I guess they kind of felt I was, apt to handle it pretty well. So that was definitely pretty intense. And so I if I had to, let's say, get internet access, the nearest place where I can get it was the city of Basse, which is an 18-mile bike ride. And of course, like I've mentioned, it's 107 degrees most days. Seldomly do you get enough cloud coverage to properly shade you. So trying to make an 18-mile bike ride just so I can, check Facebook and respond to messages was a bit of a daunting process. So I think I handled it well. And I think my supervisor knew I could handle it well. That's why she felt pretty comfortable about giving me that assignment. Because this particular village, it was called Baja Kunda, had never hosted a Peace Corps volunteer before. And the school there, which was a basic cycle school, which is roughly about kindergarten to 8th grade, they were looking to have a volunteer come and work in their school there to help train the teaching staff on like classroom management techniques and various teaching methods. So they they asked for an education volunteer to come, and they got me.